guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a new tutorial for you. I actually filmed this 2 days ago and I went and fully edited the makeup tutorial and the file got corrupted on Final Cut Pro. So mad about it, but I really liked this look and I really wanted to show you how to do it. So I refilmed it today and hopefully the file doesn't get corrupted this time, but if it does, oh my god, I'm so done. But so this look is, I'm not going to title it a spring tutorial, but it's a bold lower lash line and it's got like a spring pop of color. Hopefully you can see it from where the camera is right now. It's a teal, pastel-y teal seafoamy green color right on the lower lash line, so it's a bright pop of color that's perfect for spring. I kept the upper crease and lid pretty neutral because of everything we have going on in the lower lash line. And I wanted to do a more of a mauve-y, rosy lip color, and I used a peachy blush. You can of course use a more nude lip color if you want as well. But if you'd like to see how I got this bold lower lash line with a spring color pop on that lower lash line, then please keep watching. Okay guys, so let's get started. So I already did most of my face. I put my foundation on, I contoured and I highlighted. I will be doing my blush and my highlighter on top of the cheekbones in this tutorial. My face routine is basically the same as what it's been, so if you wanted to see what it's like, and you can just look at my other tutorials. And I already do have one eye done. The reason why I wanted to make this a little bit shorter of a tutorial and focus mainly on the eyes is because I've noticed that most of my tutorials are kind of getting a little bit long lately, so I wanted to shorten this one up. And also I wanted to focus more on the eyes just because this is a really bold lower lash line. Okay, so first we're going to use our transition shade, and that will be MakeupGeek Peach Smoothie. I know I use this in almost every tutorial, but it really is a great transition shade, especially for my skin type, just because you can't really see it and it's close to my skin color, and it helps blend out other shadows later on by having that as a base. I also have already primed this eye. I use MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And I'm just taking a Sigma E40 fluffy brush, and I'm just dusting this peach smoothie all up in my crease area. You can be pretty messy with this. Also, I know I put my Scotch tape on after my foundation, which is something, if you've been watching my videos a lot, you know that I almost never do. I never put the Scotch tape on after my face. I usually always almost do the eyes first and then do my foundation so that this doesn't mess it up. But in this tutorial, I will show you how to fix any mess up of the foundation that the tape leaves if you end up doing the Scotch tape while your face foundation is already on. So I can show you how to fix that. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette. If you don't have this palette, you can also buy these shadows separately, or if you have them already, I'm going to go into this shade right here, and this is called ES13. It's just like a warmer caramely brown, and this is a shade that you'll actually see on like the MakeupGeek Peach Smoothie. And I'm just going to take a Sigma E40 again and go ahead and dust that in my entire crease area. Okay, now I'm going to take a Sigma E25, which is a little bit smaller. It's easier for precision, but it's also still a blending brush. I'm going to be taking this orangish shade right here. This is called ES14, and I'm going to be putting this in the upper high crease area just because I want to warm it up the farther up we go. So I'm not staying true to my real crease here. I'm actually going higher up. And I have the brush vertical. And I will blend that into my true crease, but I first lay down the product and start blending higher than my true crease, and I go up in that upper crease area. Okay, now I'm going to take another Sigma E25. I just have a travel size one here. I didn't want to clean off the other one. And I'm going to go into this darker brown shade in the palette. This is called ES15. I just noticed that really I just went in order by the shadow names, ES13, 14, 15. So I'm taking that on a Sigma E25 and I'm blending this lower in my crease. Okay, and then using a MakeupGeek Outer V brush, or you can use any small domed blending brush, I'm going to go into MakeupGeek Corrupt, which is a matte black shadow. And I'm literally only going to be slightly dabbing it into the pan. I want to put a little bit of this on the outer crease area just to give it a little bit of depth. Okay, and then what I will do is I will take my Sigma E40 fluffy brush and dip it back in the peach smoothie and blend out that black. Putting it in the peach smoothie first will actually help soften the black so it doesn't look as harsh. Okay, and then I'm going to highlight my brow bone using MakeupGeek Shimma. And this is a Sigma E44. This is actually a firm blender brush, but I like the tapered tip to get onto that brow bone. Okay, next I'm just going to take an Urban Decay flat eyeshadow brush. This is almost like a packer brush. And I'm going to take an Anastasia shadow. So I'm going to take Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in the shade Bone. This is just a matte white shadow, so you can use any matte white shadow. And I'm going to apply this all over the lid. And I'm going right up to that crease area. Okay, then what I'm going to do is take a little bit of MakeupGeek Shimma again, and I'm going to put that on that same Urban Decay packer brush, and I'm going to put that on top of the matte white shadow. This is just going to give it a little bit of a sheen. Okay, then I'm going to take Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. This is just the black liquid liner. I love this. This is the best liquid liner I've ever used. The control I have with this great sharp tip is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to leave the tape on just because it's a great guide to help you draw a wing. I'm not going to draw a large wing. I'm going to draw more of like a medium, smaller wing. Okay, and then taking that tape off, you can see that the foundation has slightly been pulled off here, so I can show you how to fix that if you did put the Scotch tape on after you put on your face makeup. So you want to take a damp beauty blender, and if you have some leftover concealer on there or foundation, that's actually fine. And I'm just going to blend it all back together where that tape was, just being careful not to go over that wing. Just get as close to it as you can. And this will help blend out any foundation that was taken off by that tape, and it will still leave the crisp line left by the wing and the eyeshadow. Okay, so now for the star of this tutorial, the bottom lash line. I'm going to be going in with my own Morphe shadows that I have. This is a matte teal shadow right here, and this is Morphe ES41. And I'm just going to be taking a Sigma flat definer brush and putting that on my entire lash line. I'm more so not really rubbing back and forth to buff. I'm more so dabbing and slightly moving back and forth because I don't want too much fallout. Okay, and then I'm going to take this more shimmery shade. This is like a shimmery turquoise sea foamy color almost. This is ES10 from Morphe, and I'm just going to take that Sigma flat definer again and run that right on top of that teal shadow we put on. Okay, and then I'm going to take MakeupGeek Mermaid. This is more so of those two colors combined. It literally looks like a true mermaid tail color. I love it. It's like a sea foamy green with that turquoise blue mixed in. And I'm just going to take that flat definer again and run that right on top of everything we just put on as well. Okay, and then I'm going to take that E44 again and use MakeupGeek Shimma and just pop a little bit of it on the inner corners of my eyes. Then I'm going to take Ardency in Modster Black Eyeliner. I would suggest using a black eyeliner on your waterline here instead of any other color, unless you have like a turquoise eyeliner and you wanted to make the whole thing turquoise. That would be the only other exception, I think, but black will definitely ground this color. Since it is so bright, it will help ground everything together. And I will be going in with Jordana Best Lash Extreme. This is a really great mascara for a cheap price from Walgreens. This really helps lengthen and separate your lashes. Okay, and I will be going in with false lashes today. As you can tell from this other eye, it's like all volume eyes and this one isn't. I'm going to be using Lena Lashes in the style Bardot. If you'd like to see an in-depth tutorial on how I put on false lashes, I just did one about, not my last video, but the video before that. It's my how to apply false lashes tutorial, so you can always look that up to see an in-depth explanation on how to apply false lashes and the aftercare of them. Okay, now the eyes are completely done, and I'm going to go ahead and apply my blush and my highlighter and my lipstick. So I'm going to go in with a really springy blush just because it is springtime and it's getting warmer. Don't be afraid of these colors. They're very pretty and you can always control how much you put on. This is MakeupGeek Summer Fling. It's a really pretty peachy blush. Then I'm just going to take a Coastal Scents angled blush brush and stipple this onto my cheeks. And then for highlighter, I'm going to use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. What else is new? But I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm going to go ahead and use a Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 and just apply that to the tops of my cheekbones. Okay, and then for lips, you can definitely go with a really subtle nude here. I did go for a nude, but a darker nude. This is the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Lumiere. I believe that Kathleen Lights created this with ColourPop. And I'm also going to use the Lumiere lip pencil. This is just like a darker nude. It's like a mauve-y rosy shade. I thought this would look really well with this look. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. Okay, so that's the finished look, you guys. I hope you like it. I'm going to try and make this tutorial a little bit shorter than my other ones just because I did focus mainly on the eyes and I didn't really do too much on my face. Even though I'm not titling this like a spring makeup tutorial, it definitely is something to be worn in the springtime with that beautiful pastel-y teal shade on the lower lash line. It's a really colorful pop that I think is really cool for springtime. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and I hope you guys liked this look. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. You can click the subscribe button at the end of my video. And if you ever recreate any of my looks, please just hashtag or tag me. You can just use my full name, Alyssa Coffee. I would love to see if you ever recreate any of these looks. I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks. Bye.